The GoFundMe and its story was so inspiring that they raised over $1,700 in the first week.
No,
Giving him all that money, it's never going to happen. I'll burn it in front of him.
Why? I'm not gonna lie. That is some different haters. GoFundMe scammers. Now, if there's one thing I know about, it's scammers. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot about. Nah, I'm kidding. I don't ever do nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? But GoFundMe scammers. Now, I'm not gonna cap to you. You have to be the lowest of the low. It's one thing to scam, but if you're scamming on GoFundMe, bro, I ain't gonna lie, you're literally the lowest of society. Like that's quite literally ridiculous. I'm not gonna cap to you.
People that scam the world on the website GoFundMe with varying degrees of shamelessness. And it just goes to show that a tragic tale might not be as genuine as presented on the World Wide Web.
Our sponsor
is famous for
I was about to say pre-sponsor.
For its promotion of medical fundraising. The site allows strangers to assist in paying for otherwise unaffordable health-related bills. Because of this, it's no surprise many scammers take advantage of that generosity. But the most shameless of the lot are those willing to fake terminal illness, especially with their own children. That takes us to CJ Strong, which was started on July 30th, 2017. It was supposedly made by a friend of the LaFrance family, who had just received devastating news. Martin and Jolene were told that their son had Hodgkin's lymphoma, a form of cancer that targets the immune
So DB2 clone, respect the Gamer from Mars. The Gamer from Mars been doing this for 11 years. Respect the Gamer from Mars.
system. They were then informed he had several malignant tumors. The fundraiser reads, CJ has to go to the children's hospital several times a week for treatment, which has forced both Jolene and Marty to take a leave of absence from work. They have been out of work since March, leaving them with no income. Any funds raised will go towards medical expenses, gas for travel, and anything else related to this difficult time. To make matters worse, later updates claimed Jolene herself was afflicted with lupus. The only archive available shows that in the first month, they raised over $3,000.
It's crazy, because when stuff like this happens, bro, people are scared to like, donate again, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely not everybody. It's literally the minority of people that do this. But if you get scammed in this type of way, bro, you're never gonna want to do it again because you got scammed the first time, bro. Never trust a nigga named Marty. I mean, that's just factual.
While this wasn't enough to reach their goal, it did catch the attention of locals. CJ and his family were brought to a practice meet by the Syracuse football team. The boy got to meet his favorite college athletes, who even let him break down a chant. The couple told reporters their son actively underwent radiation and chemotherapy. They even said he had multiple lymph nodes surgically removed. That was in spite of the fact that he had a full head of hair. While none of the players or journalists questioned his illness, authorities were unconvinced. Police began a 4-month-long investigation that ultimately confirmed their suspicions. CJ was never diagnosed with cancer or any of the conditions his parents solicited donations for. Because of this, on May 7th, 2018,
I want to know how down bad, like what position do you have to be in to where you just think in your head that this is the right course of action? Like, oh yeah, we're down bad on money. Our house about to get sold for foreclosure. We're gonna have to move out into the streets in a little bit. Let's go ahead and make a GoFundMe. Like, how does that even come to the brain at all?
Martin and Jolene were arrested. They were charged with first-degree scheme to fraud, as well as child endangerment. The two were ultimately sentenced to 5 years of probation and $3,000 restitution. GoFundMe subsequently issued a refund to anyone who donated. Alas, the LaFrance family were far from the only people who attempted this kind of stunt, with a similar case occurring just a year prior. In June of 2016, Victoria Morrison started the campaign Blake's Bucket List.
I'm not gonna lie, there's a pattern with the people who are trying to start these like health-related GoFundMes to scam people. There's a pattern. I ain't gonna lie. Bitch do look like a bitch off of Boy Meets World. I ain't gonna cap.
She wrote that her 10-year-old son had recently been diagnosed with leukemia. It then explained her inability to fulfill his last will. He made a list of things he wants to do before he gets too sick, and it's my job to help him do just that. But I'm a single mom to 3 other kids and work, so please, if you have a spare dollar, help make my son's dream come true. It raised approximately $2,000 as people reached out to make his last days worthwhile. That included a shopping spree with emergency responders and even a helicopter ride. Unfortunately, tragedy struck shortly after these gifts. In early 2017, Victoria revealed on social media that Blake had passed away. Her son's body was to be cremated, with a memorial service held that April. The community was devastated, but weeks later, everything they thought they knew about him was changed. On April 14th, law enforcement discovered that Blake was alive and well.
You lied about your own son's death. I ain't gonna cap to you. That is probably I just said the GoFundMe shit is the shittiest thing you can do, but that's probably like, that might be a tier under in terms of like the shittiest shit that you could do for absolutely no reason but to cover your own ass. You're right. You're right, she's a single parent. She's a single parent. You don't really understand. Like, she's just trying to make ends meet by scamming other people, taking their money, and then lying about her son's death. Yes. Okay.
Wow. And being hidden away at a motel. Not only that, but he was in perfect health, showing no sign of the supposed ailments. They subsequently arrested Victoria on charges of fraud and spoke with her son. Through this, they realized Blake had also been led to believe he was dying. She was charged with child—
Wow! 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 That's actually crazy. That's super evil. It just gets worse. You let bro know, you like, yo, bro, you're not gonna be here too much longer, bro. Dog, and she just said that to his face, bro. Had him thinking he was about to, like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't gonna lie. No, there can be no excuse that somebody could try to bring over this lady.
Neglect or endangerment causing substantial mental harm. As a result, Victoria pleaded guilty and in 2018 was sentenced to a minimum of 5 years in prison. The money was also thankfully refunded by the site. While both of these examples are of parents exploiting their kids, that trend was far from universal. There are countless examples of an individual faking—
Is it COVID-19 in the back?
their own illness for profit, such as the case with the story of Cynthia Smith. It all began in the fall of 2014 with the page, "Please help us save Cindy's life." It was made by a woman distraught over her friend's health. She wrote that Cynthia suffered from CIDP, an extremely rare autoimmune disorder that causes the body to attack itself. Not only is CIDP incurable, but it often leads to blindness, paralysis, and even organ failure. If that wasn't bad enough, it necessitated frequent hospital visits and medical expenses. That included $7,000 a week for medication, and an experimental surgery that cost $500,000. Now, Cindy could no longer afford to survive.
It's crazy, bro. To really, like, if you have any of these conditions to survive, bro, you have to pay an arm and a leg, bro, just to survive. Like, that's a lot, bro. Like, that's why, like, a lot of times stuff like GoFundMe is really helpful to people because they can't afford this shit. And it's like, bro, who can't just afford this shit just regularly without something like GoFundMe or something like donations or something else to help them out? Because that's crazy. 500 bands for that is crazy, bro. I can drop $500,000, y'all just broke, don't hit me up. Oh, for real? It's like that. It's like that.
Miraculously, the fundraiser proved successful. It was shared across the World Wide Web in the coming months, collecting over $126,000. This attention led the Hamilton Spectator to become interested in profiling the story. In March of 2015, they spoke to the woman's friends and loved ones about her battle. They recalled her health had begun to rapidly deteriorate in October. She was left bedridden, blind, and unable to speak. Eventually, her immune system became so weak she could no longer have visitors. She apparently had to be airlifted to a hospital after experiencing organ failure. The outlet initially took this at face value, but they found themselves unable to substantiate any of Cindy's afflictions. Her close ones also couldn't produce any detailed medical information. Because of this, the article was never published. The same wasn't true for the Burlington Post, who similarly wrote about her case. They only came to the same conclusion afterward, issuing a retraction. But unlike the former, they had contacted law enforcement over their concern. In response, authorities began investigating the woman's past. They seized Cindy's medical documents, finding she had never been
Don't say it.
diagnosed with CIDP.
Why do you go that far? Like, what do you gain by that, bro? Because you know you got caught, so like you literally gained nothing. Right, she just gains the money, bro. But it's like, why? What really coerced you to lie like that? Like, if you go on scam, bro, do like another alternative that like has a little bit more morality to it. At least, TJ6X just scams other people who scam him type shit. You know what I'm saying? Just do dark web scams in GTA. You just scamming people who just are feeling sorry for you because you're claiming to be in a terrible position where you're not in a terrible position at all. That's crazy. At that point, I flew to Mexico. She got caught in 4K too. That's tough.
She was perfectly fine and able to see, walk, and talk. With this, they started.
And she went to the lengths to research the illness, to see the symptoms, and to claim to have the symptoms. Like, there's a lot that went into this.
To question if others were aware of the lie. But even after scrutiny, they concluded that Cindy had acted on her own. She'd convinced her entire community, including her own family and friends, that she was dying. That included purchasing expensive medical equipment to perpetuate the facade. And her
you lying to your own friends, bro. Like, you don't even got a homie in the race just like that you or you're not even keeping up the facade with nobody else, bro. You just lying to everybody, like even your own family, bro. Even buying equipment, bro. Like,
exploitation of their generosity extended beyond GoFundMe. In December, Cindy's mother took her store to shore at the mall to ask for donations. Catherine Rudda, a store manager, saw her sobbing as Cindy sat in a wheelchair. This led her to donate 8 boxes of items that once belonged to her own and now deceased mother. Catherine wasn't alone either. Police would...
Her mother, so there were items sold from the deceased mother, bro. Wow, and she sold that in order to help your ungrateful ass. Gotta spin back for it, not gonna lie. Yo, I'd be so pissed, bro. She was really be working hard to make their lives worse. This is the biggest L-mans. Like, what the hell?
Find a storage locker filled with similar gifts from locals. What they couldn't recover was the hundreds of thousands of online donations. The vast majority had disappeared, with officials only able to recover $7,200.
What the fuck did she spend it on? She already spent it?
From her account. In May of 2015, Cindy was arrested and charged with defrauding the public of more than $5,000. The news shocked everyone in her life, still under the belief she was chronically ill. She pled guilty to a lesser charge the next year and was sentenced to 2 years of probation. This was in part due to their inability to locate the missing funds. They concluded the campaign amount had likely been inflated, but it remains uncertain to this day. Unfortunately,
I feel like niggas who do those type of scams, those type of GoFundMe scams, shouldn't be. At least give them like 10. At least give him like 10, not even probation. I'm talking about jail time. At least give him like 10 years, bro. I feel like if you're gonna go to that extent to lie, bro, like you just can't be a part of society for a while, bro. Just at least if you're gonna like, just give him like a quick little 10, bro. Quick little 10, bro. Make it 5 years. I think a quick little 10 just to really show you how real it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? 20 ball, I feel it.
This is only the start of the depths of depravity on GoFundMe. Our next story today starts with a GoFundMe page titled Paying It Forward. It was created on November 10th, 2017.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. If I say what I want to say about the type of people who have been scamming so far, I will be wrong. But this is actually, I already see this image right here. I'm gonna let it play out, but this is actually about to get crazy.
By Kate McClure and her boyfriend, Mark D'Amico. The couple explained that a month earlier, Kate was driving to Philadelphia when she ran out of gas. This forced her to pull over on the side of the highway. It was then that the woman was approached by a homeless man offering to help. Taken aback, she got into her car and locked the doors. But the stranger kept his word. He went to a nearby gas station and used his last $20 to fill up a canister. He then brought it back and filled up her tank. While grateful, Kate had no money on hand, so she promised to return with a gift.
That's a good fucking guy too. That's a great fucking guy.
The woman and her boyfriend would end up returning several times in the following weeks. They'd bring him cash, snacks, and Wawa gift cards. Each time, they'd learn a little more about the man's backstory. As it turns out, Johnny Bobbitt Jr. was a 34-year-old veteran who served in the Marine Corps.
Wow.
Following his service, he moved around the country going from job to job. That was what brought him to Philadelphia, pursuing an offer with just enough money to buy a truck. But the prospect fell through, forcing him to withdraw the little savings he had. It was in the midst of this that he then lost his paperwork. It rendered him unable to work as he quickly depleted his entire bank account. By the time he met Kate...
Yeah, bro, sometimes, like, that's that whole, like, some people just be like, why are you homeless? Just get a job. Just get a job. Why can't you just get a job? Why did you keep... Like, there's a lot that actually goes into getting a job. A lot of information you need. A lot of documents that you need. Nigga, like, if it was that easy, the world would have... Y'all ever see the futuristic car memes where cars are flying and stuff like that? If the world was that perfect, bro, we have flying cars by now. But unfortunately, it's not like that.
Kate, he'd been homeless for an entire year sleeping under a bridge. It was humbling to understand this gratitude came from someone with so little to give. Eventually,
Twitch doesn't though, it actually does. You do need like certain documents to at least make bread on anywhere. You need documents to make like bread anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like there's certain things you need to make, literally, if you want to get paid through online, you need to have a document or need to have certain information to receive the money. How else are you going to get the money? You know what I'm saying? You got to do that everywhere.
They came to the conclusion that he deserved much more. The GoFundMe and its story was so inspiring that they raised over $1,700 in the first week. Bobbitt was ecstatic, as even that amount would change his life. But neither he nor the couple could have predicted what would happen next. The fundraiser went viral as tens of thousands began sharing the link. By November 24th, they'd collected over $400,000, far exceeding the original goal. Because of this, Johnny requested they stop taking donations. The two obliged and wrote in a post. Johnny asked, instead of donating to his campaign, to maybe take a second to search for another worthy cause that for whatever reason hasn't gotten the attention his has. Mark and I couldn't begin to express how great...
I'm not gonna lie, that's a humble ass dude. I ain't gonna say like all people are as humble as him, but like a lot of people who are, once you like hit rock bottom, I feel like you really like, that's really a humble, like, you know how people say you have humbling experiences when you get done dirty or something happens, like you get a humbling experience. I feel like when you hit rock bottom, bro, that's like the ultimate humbling experience. So you just end up being like, a lot of people end up being very humble from shit like that.
Grateful we are that you guys made this little fantasy a reality. In the coming days, the three appeared on various TV stations and outlets looking for a feel-good story. Johnny would talk about how fortunate he was to get a second chance at life. Shortly after, the organizers outlined their plan for the fund. The first purchase would be a new home that Johnny fully owned. Then his dream truck, a 1999 Ford Ranger. The rest was to be put in 2 trusts set up in his name. The first gave him the ability to collect a small salary each year. The second was for retirement at the behest of a professional. Johnny would be given access only when he felt comfortable. This was so he could one day live out his dream of owning a piece of land in the country. Until then, he was given a bank account with funds for everyday needs. The couple...
I'm wondering how this turned bad. As I'm listening to the story, I'm like, damn, this is just really going really well. I was like, how could this be a scam? And bro's eating good, like his life getting back together, bro. I'm like, damn, how's this about to go bad?
Noted the plan was made by the Bobbitts' lawyer and financial advisor. They also vowed to take an active role in helping him secure a job. It appeared that a lot of planning was done to ensure this was all handled correctly. Thus, people trusted Johnny was quietly getting back on his feet as updates slowed down. But unfortunately, this is where the story takes a turn for the worse. You see, behind the scenes, tensions rose as Mark and Kate didn't fulfill their promises. Instead of a house, Johnny was moved into a camper on land owned by McClure's family. He was then given a used SUV that swiftly broke down. The two trusts were similarly never made. Meanwhile, the couple's lifestyle became suspiciously luxurious. Kate purchased a new BMW.
I have no words. I was expecting something like that to happen. So am I surprised? No, I'm just disappointed. I'm just disappointed, to be honest, bro. Like, imagine, bro, using all these funds to go get the bro get him out the hood, everything like that, and you using it on fucking Maybachs, Rolexes, new Air Jordan Balenciagas. Like, you just pop out, everybody like, damn, where you get that shit? I never seen you with those shit before. Like, that must be new. And you like, oh yeah, like I just got it from work. You're lying. You did not get that shit from work. You know you didn't get it from work, my nigga. If scamming's the work, then yeah, I mean, but like, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
And started vacationing across the country.
It's
she even
like,
embarked on a helicopter ride over the Grand Canyon. D'Amico, meanwhile,
what the fuck was the purpose of that, nigga? You embarked on a helicopter ride above the Grand Canyon. You just want to see the Grand Canyon, the layout, nigga. I can do that on Google Maps right now, nigga. What the fuck?
Spent his time gambling at a concerning frequency. These observations made Johnny suspicious over how the funds were handled, and the subsequent confrontation only led their friendship to deteriorate further. To make things worse, Bobbitt then relapsed on heroin.
Wow.
He was put into rehab twice before being kicked back out to the street. In the end, the man was once again homeless and panhandling. This information came to light in August of 2018, when Johnny was found and interviewed by the Philadelphia Inquirer. There, he also revealed he only met his financial advisor once and never saw his lawyer. Though this all seemed damning, the couple refuted his claims. They argued the purchases in question were made using their own money.
So y'all niggas just lying a lie. Like y'all not like, and this is the thing, if y'all gonna lie, why not try to make the lie actually make fucking sense, my nigga? You could have said, oh, my cousin's dog, fish, goldfish, but instead these niggas doubled down, bro. I would have a better time believing that their fish gave them money than the fact that they had their own money to go pay for their shit, bro. Nobody's believing that, bro. Nobody at all. You just suddenly can afford Beamers like that? That's crazy.
Mark and Kate received sizable sums after appearing on shows like Ellen DeGeneres. D'Amico did admit that he used $500 from the GoFundMe for gambling, but he stipulated that it was all immediately repaid with his winnings. Finally, the two
anybody who's using $500 of a GoFundMe fund for gambling is actually a sick individual. I'm not gonna cap to you.
Explained their justification for withholding the funds. $200,000 had supposedly already been given to Bobbitt, only for him to waste it. That included a gift of $25,000 on Christmas, which he burned through in a matter of weeks. And those spending habits only worsened following the relapse. They noted he started visiting areas known for dealing, and allegedly he even stole and pawned their belongings to fuel his habit. Mark went so far as to state, giving him all that money, it's never going to happen. I'll burn it in front of him.
Whoa, 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 wow. Why? I'm not gonna lie. That is some different hater shit. Yo, I see some hating shit in my life, but that takes it to a whole new level, nigga. I'd rather burn the money that people gave him than to let him even use the money, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's just pure evil. I'm not gonna hold you.
Giving him all that money, it's never going to happen. I'll burn it in front of him. Giving the money to someone addicted to drugs would be like giving him a loaded gun. The remaining half was said to be kept in a savings account. It would only start dispensing when Johnny was sober and had a job. Given the man had indeed relapsed, their story seemed plausible, but Johnny denied the alleged theft and felt there was no way he was given anywhere near that amount. The author was able to point out at least one discrepancy. Mark and Kate claimed to have bought 2 vehicles for Bobbitt in their own names so he could sell them. But by the time the article was written, they'd both been sold anyway. Regardless of who they believed, this all caused a massive wave of backlash. For the public to raise almost $500,000 for someone who less than a year later was homeless again felt implausible. Enough so that the crowdfunding site itself began investigating. It was clear that something was seriously wrong, and that was affirmed when police raided the couple's home the following morning. It was captured on video and posted onto social media. Mark is visibly unfazed, continuing to play golf as authorities searched their residence. His nonchalance felt bizarre given criminal charges were now on the table. That was an opinion held by their own attorney, who then dropped the two as clients. He disclosed that none of the money remained.
Damn, your own attorney dropped both of y'all as clients? Damn, that's tough. I mean, they're cooked. That's tough. That's tough.
By this point, the case had captured national attention. The once viral stars fell from grace as people scrutinized their past. In particular, they looked closer.
You know how bad that is? Actually, that's actually terrible, bro. A lot of attorneys will take you no matter what you do, bro. There are a lot of times where you don't believe in what you did. Like, you kill somebody in GTA, they probably really think you did it, but they just think they can win the case. Bro really had to believe in his heart that there was no winning that case, bro. Like, there was no bread in this shit for him to just dip out like that. That's tough, my nigga.
At Mark, who was embroiled in other concurrent legal issues. The serial gambler was sent to appear in court that month for a completely unrelated crime. He allegedly ripped 3 headrests off his car and threw them out the window. This hit the vehicle next to him, causing upwards of $2,000.
Why did you do it? What? But why? Nigga, you can rip the headrest off?
In damages. That was just one of 3 different traffic incidents. While the others were less severe, Mark refused to address any of them in court. In response, a warrant was issued that led to his arrest on September 10th. He'd quickly posted bail before promising to save his public reputation. The degenerate gambler claimed to have an explanation that would make everything crystal clear.
I would love to hear this explanation, bro. I would love to hear it, bro.
Whatever it was, it didn't impress law enforcement, though. 2 months later, Mark and Kate were arrested on charges of conspiracy and theft by deception. The public rejoiced, as it seemed
New Outback in the air, this gas.
Johnny would finally get the justice he deserved. But shockingly, police arrested the homeless man as well later that afternoon.
What the hell?
The complaint alleged the trio actually conspired together to fabricate the campaign. This
Yo, Tommy, thank you for the raid of the party 63. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all stream. W Tommy. W Ed of Tears. I appreciate y'all. What the fuck? Wait, is this like they alleged it? That doesn't mean it actually happened. Yo, I'm not gonna hoot you. If the whole time the homeless man was working with them the entire time, I'm not gonna cap. I'm actually gonna lose my mind. How was y'all stream now? How's y'all stream? Talk to me.
Police arrested the homeless man as well.
We're watching a video about GoFundMe scammers.
Later that afternoon, the complaint alleged the trio actually conspired together to fabricate the campaign. This was confusing as the scrutiny only came after the man claimed to have been scammed. Many thought they'd misread the situation, but authorities would clear everything up at a press conference held the next day.
Oh, Tommy did hit on YouTube. He was talking to me last night. He said he's going to hit 400K today. Yo, W Tommy, he deserved all that. W 400K on YouTube. W Tommy.
Upon raiding the couple's home, they uncovered a trove of electronic records, including bank statements and over 6,000 text messages. This allowed them to uncover a complete timeline of events that contradicted their own beliefs. To start, the backstory had been completely fabricated. The tale where a homeless man helped the woman with his last $20 never happened. In reality, they first spotted him by an
What? I'm your host, Keller Cumstain. Let's get on into the news. Breaking story. There is niggas scamming shit. I'm not gonna lie to you. A homeless guy, right, gets $20 and pays for their gas. Then you won't believe what happens next.
Underpass during their frequent visits to the casino. It started with small gestures of generosity, offering change or a hot cup of coffee, but they eventually fixated on the idea of changing his life. The couple began texting back and forth about potential acts of charity. Food, clothes, a Nintendo Switch, even a job and a house.
Switch?
But it didn't seem feasible. That is, until they came up with the GoFundMe.
So this was all an Sasuke Aizen level plan? This was a whole plot? This shit don't make sense, bro. I'm not gonna capture you. So this was a plot. What happened for this nigga to... If this is all a plot, what happened in this plan to where this nigga snitched on all of them? Like, what happened?
While they felt he was deserving of such help, they weren't sure his story alone would catch people's attention. Kate would confess to a friend, the gas part is completely made up, but the guy isn't. I had to make something up to make people feel bad, so shush about the made up part. To achieve this, Mark invented the story of that fateful night on the highway. Though it's more accurate to say he repurposed it. He told a nearly identical tale in 2012, whilst living in North Carolina. He recalled on Twitter, so this girl runs out of gas and has a flat tire at the same time in front of a Walmart and is blocking traffic. So I run to the gas station and then change her tire. I spent the only cash I had for supper, but at least she can get her little children home safe. The story worked, and the trio became a sensation overnight. In addition to their media run, the couple were in talks for a book deal. They were set to receive their own share of compensation. But rather than accept that amount, they decided to hoard the GoFundMe as well. It was used to buy designer clothes, cars, and vacations. Records show they withdrew over $85,000 in or around.
They was performing one of the strongest GTA heists of all time. I'm not even gonna cap to you. That's crazy.
Found casinos across the East Coast. This discrepancy wasn't lost on Bobbitt, who began demanding more. Johnny was aware of the faux story, but did genuinely need the money. The details of his homelessness, military service, and inability to work was true.
Oh, so he really is homeless. He just needed the money, so he was like, yo, this is what we gotta go do, then I'm gonna go do it. So he really is homeless. Like, all that stuff about him really did happen. There's just that whole, like, they're just all in on it together, you know what I'm saying? Damn.
But they refused, even after being warned by friends of what could and did eventually happen. In March of 2018, a friend warned Kate, "You really need to get Bobbitt and get the public off your back by donating. He could out you." In reply, she remarked, "I'll be keeping the rest of the money. F you very much." One message also showed her mother expressing concern. She just called me and said that people go to jail for scamming others out of money. So there's that. That's what my own mother thinks of me. By the time Kate regretted this, it was too late. In one conversation, she admonished, "I can't believe we have less than 10K left. I'm so upset."
How the fuck does that happen?
Mark assured her that their book deal would dwarf whatever money they stole.
How does that
continued
happen,
even after the news broke of their betrayal. He suggested throwing Johnny under the bus, entitling it No Good Deed. But as the scam continued...
How do you spend 400K that fast, nigga? Look, but y'all niggas, I know they got cars and shit, but god damn, bro. Y'all know when you get something, have you ever heard the saying, don't spend it all in one place? Them niggas really spent it, well, they spent it in multiple places, but they really almost spent that shit all in one place. It's tough.
Continued to fall apart, the couple started to argue over culpability. Mark wrote, $20,000, BMW, $5,000, Disney World, land trips, $10,000 in bags. We both went to Vegas, right? Like you act like you didn't spend $1. Kate reflected, "I wish that you never updated the GoFundMe. Like, we should have just let it go and not effing kept people informed." While prosecutors were still accounting their finances, they were certain...
Disney World in general is crazy. Yo, some niggas don't deserve money, bro. If you let some people get money, bro, they just turn into a fucking a potato, nigga, and just start like go putting that shit anywhere, bro. Like, they just start fucking throwing that shit everywhere and anywhere. Like, oh shit, I can get a free helicopter ride over the Grand Canyon for $100K. Shit, I got it. So fuck it, we gonna do it. Like, nigga, like niggas don't think about anything. They just do it, bro.
That none remained. In light of this, GoFundMe issued refunds to all 14,000 people who donated to Bobbitt. They also revoked their previous offer to fully reimburse Johnny the $400,000. By this point, Mark and Kate's relationship had deteriorated. The two now had separate lawyers and were dead set on incriminating each other. On November 16th, Kate's attorney claims she'd been victimized by the two men.
Kate, you're a bitch, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Kate's a bit naive, and she's come out of a troubled relationship. And now she was with D'Amico, who was 10 or 11 years her senior, and she was under his influence. All of this occurred because of her trust in D'Amico. He argued that while Kate was aware of the initial lie, she was well-intentioned and tried to end the ruse early. When the GoFundMe reached $10,000, she attempted to pause donations, only for the site to state it wasn't possible. She then tried again when it hit $100,000 to no avail. This narrative, however, was easily disproved. GoFundMe allows users to stop campaigns at any time. This is apparent given they'd briefly done so when Johnny asked. But critically, as it turns out, it was actually reopened afterward against his wishes. In light of all this indisputable evidence, the verdict was inevitable. By 2022, Mark and Kate had both pleaded guilty to state and federal charges. Mark was sentenced
all this for fucking 2 years of probation.
Sentenced to 5 years behind state bars for the misapplication of entrusted property.
He got 5.
That was concurrent with his federal sentence, which forced him to spend 2 years at a federal prison. Kate was similarly sentenced to a year in federal prison.
How the fuck? Why did she get a year? Why did this nigga get 5 and she got a year? I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. But this seems like a little bit of sex. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just not going to hold you. Like, that seems kind of crazy. They did basically the same fucking thing. Her lawyer must have just been better. So I guess her lawyer is just better. I'm not gonna lie to you.
And an additional 2 years in state. Johnny was a bit more fortunate. He was sentenced to 5 years on probation and mandated to attend a drug rehab program. He was also ordered to pay $25,000 in restitution. It turns out the couple's story of him wasting that amount had legitimacy. Regardless, he was given leniency for both cooperating and being more sympathetic. Our final...
Funny thing is, his life is probably still better than it was previously, so I don't think he regrets anything. I don't think Johnny regrets anything. His life is actually still better off than it was had he not done it, so I don't think he regrets doing it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Tale begins with an arrest in Scottsdale, Arizona on March 21st, 2014. That day, local police were called after a woman heard crying in a parking lot. This led her to discover...
we're on the next story. Okay.
An infant...
Okay, let me talk about the previous story real quick. Nigga, plot twist after plot twist after plot twist. I guess some of y'all heard that story before. I've never heard that story before. I'm not gonna lose you. You gotta, like... I feel like, okay, with Johnny, like... I don't think the nigga is evil. I don't think the nigga Johnny's evil. I just think bro did what he had to do. He's at his lowest point, bro. I just think bro did what he had to do. You know what I'm saying? Shit was so confusing. It was confusing as hell at some point. Johnny, I feel like Johnny just did what he had to do, my nigga. I'm not going to cap to you, my nigga. Now, it might not be morally correct, but like, he's at his lowest point, my nigga. So you can't tell somebody at that point what they should and should not be doing. The other two are crazy. I don't even know how you spend $400K all at once like that, my nigga. Getting new cars, 10Ks on bag, going to the Grand Canyon, helicopter rides, what'd he say? Fucking casinos, gambling, fucking all type Disneyland, all types of shit, nigga. Those two are idiots. I'm not gonna cap you. And evil as hell. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, they had no reason to do that at all.
Arizona on March 21st, 2014. That day, local police were called after a woman heard crying in a parking lot. This led her to discover an infant and a toddler who'd been left directly under the sun in a car.
If you leave your kids in your car, bro, in the blazing heat, I ain't gonna lie, you need you need your parent license taken away. I know that's not what it's called, but you need that shit taken away ASAP. I'm not gonna capture you, bro. A lot of people like do that. Well, not a lot of people, but you always hear stories about that happening. Arizona, and in Arizona is crazy. Arizona in the car, Arizona is crazy, nigga. You have to be some kind of sick ass nigga to do that.
Its engine was off, and the four windows.
The engine is off. The air conditioning not even on, nigga. Come on, bro. Nigga, oh my, I can't stand being in a hot ass car. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. But I'm not even in Arizona. If I was in Arizona in a hot ass car and it's off, I'm not gonna cap to you. That it'll be GG's for me. I'm not gonna hold you.
Opened slightly. That led the vehicle to reach a temperature of over 100 degrees. The officers waited outside for over half an hour when their mother finally arrived. Immediately, 35-year-old.
Why you had to be a sister? Cause I'm really about to get on your ass too. Because there's no excuse for that either. Now I really just gotta get on your ass, bro. Zex, thank you for another gifted. Thank you for another gifted, bro. Thank you for another gifted.
Shanisha Taylor attempted to explain herself. The single parent was homeless and naturally couldn't afford a caretaker, but she had to leave in order to complete a job interview.
Shanisha, are you fucking stupid? Are you fucking stupid, Shanisha? 1, you're not supposed to do that. 2, just take your child in with you. 3, babysitters is like fucking, you can get a babysitter for like $9 an hour, my nigga. In some places, like an hour, bro. It's not that much. Or, nigga, and by the way, you live in fucking Arizona, my nigga. Like, I don't know who told her that was a good idea. I'm not gonna hold you. She's just a bot. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro.
Interview. In spite of this, Shanisha was arrested and booked in jail for felony child abuse. Child Protective Services then took custody of her kids. While she failed to convince authorities, the public felt sympathetic. They questioned what options she truly had in that position. What?
Just maybe like take the child in with you and don't leave. Oh my fucking god, bro. I would hate to be on Twitter during this time, bro. Hey, come on, guys. You really just gotta understand this is a struggling black mother who literally has had the odds stacked against her. You guys don't really get it. Like, I hate how you guys are so non-understanding of human life. And dog, save that shit for the bird. Save that shit for somebody else, bro. I ain't gonna cap, bro. That shit is crazy.
One such individual, they questioned what options she truly had in that position. One such individual was Amanda Bishop. She reflected, Shanisha was in an unfortunate situation that sadly an economy like ours is putting many single mothers in a position to make terrible mistakes like this. This led her to the GoFundMe-owned site, You Caring.
She got a GoFundMe, bro? Oh my god! Why?
March 23rd, Amanda started a fundraiser to assist in the woman's legal expenses. It quickly gained traction as thousands pledged support. While originally for bail, the funds were later arranged to be deposited to Taylor directly. This was due to the sheer influx of donations.
I'm not gonna hold you. This might be a hot take. Somebody might come at me for saying this, but I don't give a fuck. Anybody who donates 77K in GTA deserve to get scammed. I'm not even gonna cap to you. Whoever donated to this deadass deserve to get scammed. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I literally feel, am I heartless or something? Like, I don't feel any sympathy for this woman, like, at all. Like at all. She left her 2 kids in the Arizona heat with the car off. I don't give a fuck about her living situation. You're not supposed to do that. Like, anybody who's donated to this actually deserves to get scammed in GTA. I'm not gonna cap to you.
By April 2nd, the page had amassed over $75,000. The description was then updated to confirm the recipient was aware of its existence. I was able to speak with Shanisha for the first time today. She will be receiving the first installment of the fundraiser this week. She is overwhelmed by the generosity of so many strangers. I hope that you will see fit to continue donating to this fundraiser. And as awareness grew, the conversation began to reach beyond the campaign. Her story received national coverage as hashtag I support.
What the fuck is this? Am I missing something? Like, did I skip a part of the story? I understand her situation wasn't the best or whatever the case. Am I missing something? Why is this so supported? That leaving your children in the Arizona heat in a car with no AC on is not a mistake. Am I missing something? There must be like some part of the story that I either didn't I tuned out or I'm leaving out or whatever the case may be. Like I know her situation and everything like that. Like what am I missing? I don't.
Shanisha trended on Twitter. There, users pointed out her arrest may have been racist. A petition requesting the charges be dismissed also drew over 58,000 signatures. By the end, the public raised $114,000 for the struggling parent. This was not only heartfelt, but led to opportunities no one could have foreseen. That summer, the prosecution offered a plea deal that gave her a chance to dismiss the felonies. It would also guarantee custody over her 3 children. She simply had to complete 25 hours of parenting classes and establish trust funds for her kids. It was to be done with $60,000 from the donations. This deal was nothing short of a miracle. Her own lawyer called it proof that justice could be merciful. Not only would the mother no longer be charged with child abuse, but it ensured the money was put to good use. So Shanisha agreed and stated, "I realize I made a mistake, but I'm grateful that they took a look at my situation and what I was intending to do that day." With such an outcome, one might expect this to be the end. Shanisha could quietly get back on her feet and work towards the future. But as you can probably guess, that didn't happen. Months later, Shanisha made headlines again when her miraculous plea deal was revoked. It had been conditional on her fulfillment of the agreement. Yet, by the final deadline on November 6th, she still hadn't made either of the trust funds.
How do you get a cheat code in life like that, and then you still find a way to sell? I'm not gonna lie, bro. She's actually pissing me off, bro. She's actually pissing me off. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like,
this infuriated the district attorney. He stated his patience had reached its limits and that she'd be going to trial. It turns
like I'm not gonna lie, procrastination is literally the death of a lot of people, bro. I'm not gonna cap to you, bro. How do you literally get that big of a handout for fucking up? And then you still are going to do that. That's crazy. Playing all easy mode and still fail the mission. Like I actually don't get it.
Turns out he attempted to compromise with a single parent several times to no avail. That included lowering the amount to $40,000, less than half of the total donations. But continuously she refused to follow through.
What?
Both of her lawyers soon
ignorant You're ignorant. Oh my God!
requested to be removed. One remarked their client had thrown away the deal of a lifetime, but the woman defended her inaction. Shanisha argued the trust fund was unreasonable, as her kids only got access if they attended college. It was more important to her to pay for current expenses. She